Hi, how are you? This is Vector Optics. Today we want to talk about our elevation adjustment scope rings. We have the four models, and two models is under developing. One model is that the 34mm Picatinny and dovetail, all dovetails. That's the 34 used on our 34 Continental first focal plane scopes. That's the 34mm Picatinny. We have 34mm in dovetail. We have the 30mm in Picatinny and in dovetail. We are developing the 1-inch too. It comes with both Picatinny and dovetails. So we have total 6 models. Before you do that, you have to prepare anti-cantilever leverment. Then you put the scope at evens. We will use this to check the even positions. Yeah, please have a look. Yeah, the bulb is in the middle. The bulb is in the middle. Okay, let's put it aside and use our remove that. Mount the package here. On side is the model number. Model number, that's the height indications. School numbers on side, and that's the elevation. It from 1.3 to 1.5 inch, around 32 to 38 millimeters. We can adjust. The mount can fit 56 millimeter objective lens. Now see. On side, 2 lock screws, 1 position screws, the same Picatinny. That's the steel crossbolt made of steels. It can accept 25 inch-pound force for a big nut, but we do the extreme experiment. It can maximum accept 45 pounds per inch torque. Yeah. You will have 2 hex keys. That's the main hex key. That's for the position screws. Okay. That's very tight. You just release a little bit. Release here. Now you can do the adjustment. The height adjustment. Now that's the position pin, so it won't come out, and it can title. So you can use an MOA mount. Title a little bit here. Same. Okay. First step, you want to raise your scope a little bit. Problem. Then you will feel like this. You can lift the scope here. That's the highest positions you can do. Let's check the work in the middles. If you want to in the not at its highest Okay, you can turn a little bit down here. You check the bulb. Make sure it's in the middle. Make sure it's in the middles. Then at last you can fasten the 4 screws. Use a big force to fasten the screw. Yeah, that should work. If you don't want the scope at its highest, you want to lower a little bit, that's no problem. You can lift the scope, pull up, check this, check the level, it's in the middles, and hold the scopes, fasten the screws a little bit, not too tight, and then check the anti-cantilever. Make sure the air bub is in the middles, and then if it's not, you can use your hand to adjust a little bit. After the air bub is in the middles, you hold the scopes steadily and fasten the 2 screws. That's done. Okay, that's done. And if you sometimes many of the long-range shootings and air guns, they don't have the enough elevation and adjustment for this one. Okay, for the elevation and adjustment, don't worry that these scope rings can help you to release or get more of the elevation adjustment. How to do that is quite easy. You first release the screws. After that, you lift this a little bit. Okay, lift this a little bit. So the scope originally is even, and then is tilted. As I said, you don't need to worry about the scope rings will bend the scope rings will bend the scopes. It won't happen because 2 scopes rings after you install, when you do this, the scope axle is in same line, so you don't need to worry about it will bend the scope. It can title in the directions. This will title according to this ring's title angle too. So you don't need to worry about they are doing in the same times. So you don't need to worry about the rings will bend the scope. Okay. Yeah. That's our elevation adjustment scope rings, how to work. If you have any question, just leave comment or send us emails. Thank you for watching.